Greetings and happy Passover, Chag Sameach, to everybody celebrating around the world, to all my Jewish friends, to all my Christian friends. This is the most important week. This is the week that changed the whole world. So this is the week where the Jewish people came out of freedom. They came into safety in the promised lands. But you can also take this message to you personally, that whatever has held you back, whatever has been obstacles in your life, this Passover season, give it to God and let Him deliver you and let Him give you freedom, happiness to move into whatever God has created you to do. As long as you have a pulse, God has a plan and a purpose for you. That's what I'm doing this Passover week. This week is very, very special. There's a direct connection to God. I hope you're taking advantage of it. Today, the President of Israel received the official results of the elections for the 24th Parliament here in Israel. Wow. So what's going to happen now? Well, he's going to look at that. And then on Monday, after Passover, all the different parties here in Israel are going to be invited to the president's house. And one by one, they are going to sit down and they are going to say, we as a party recommend this and this person as prime minister. These are the parties that we would like to work with. This is the person that we think can try and form a coalition. And then the president is going to retreat for Tuesday. He's going to look at all of this. And then on Wednesday, he's going to invite the person he thinks has the most backing and the biggest chance to try and form a stable coalition. In the Israeli parliament, there's 120 seats. So naturally, you need to have 61 to be able to make a coalition. Negotiations are going back and forth like crazy. The pro-Netanyahu camp, the anti-Netanyahu camp is trying to get enough to secure this mandate of 61 seats. And 61 is too unstable. You need to have more. Parties are talking to parties who normally could even consider cooperating, because everybody is trying to secure that seat. So everything is up in the air. If we go back to biblical time, there was a prophet, Samuel. God used him to anoint kings over Israel. The first one was King Saul. And then, of course, we came King David, the young shepherd boy that God used to beat the Goliath, the giant. And who do you think Prophet Samuel will anoint to be king, prime minister of Israel in 2021? My prayer always is, God, let it be the person that you have chosen for this time and for this season. Everything is happening so fast, especially here in Israel, the one nation that always affects what's happening in the rest of the world. The one nation that everybody wants to tell what to do. And with the COVID, we have moved into a whole new era in this time, in this world. So it is so important that all of you are still praying that the person that God has selected for this time will be anointed as the king, the president. I'm sorry, not the president, but the prime minister of Israel. And by the way, yes, this year Israel will also have a new president. President Reuven Rivlin, his term is coming to an end. Here in Israel, you are elected for 7 years. So this time in the summer, Israel is going to have a new president also. So there is a lot going on. There is a lot to pray for. So thank you all for standing with Israel for such a time as this. It is really, really important that you are lifting this country in prayers. God is commanding us to stand with Israel and to pray for Israel. You don't have to like the government, but God is still saying, bless Israel. I will bless those that bless Israel, and I will curse those that curse Israel. And you have to remember, this land is the front door to whatever is going to happen in the rest of the world. So thank you so much for standing with Israel. Normally during this Passover season, this holiday, Christian tourists would be packing the streets of Jerusalem. They are nowhere to be found. Israel is still closed for foreign nationals. Only Israelis are able to travel in and out. The borders was just opened down to the Sinai, so 300 Israelis who has been vaccinated are allowed to travel down there for this Passover holidays. So Israelis are traveling all over Israel, having a domestic vacation now, and then more and more borders would be open to Israelis who have had the COVID vaccines. That is what we are going to see all over the world, and eventually also, most likely when Israel opens up for tourists, you need to have been vaccinated in order to get in here. But of course, as always, I will keep you updated about everything. Have a wonderful holiday to all my Jewish friends. Chag Sameach to all the Christians around the world. He is risen. Happy Passover season. Wherever you are, whoever you are, enjoy this season. Stay safe, stay happy, stay healthy. Bye.